Hey guys, what's up? You're listening to PopTok with Farah. I'm your host, Farah. This is my new segment where I'll be chatting with some amazing guest speakers. If you're like me, you want to know more about those that inspire you, those that you admire, or even up-and-coming artists. Now, my next guest speaker is a gamer on Twitch and a pretty wicked content creator on TikTok. She's been living in Japan for the past 8 years and has shown some pretty interesting things you can find there too. Please welcome Brylee.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to have you here. Earlier on, you mentioned that you're in Tokyo?
I'm an hour outside of Tokyo, but basically.
How is it living there?
Well, right now it's kind of locked down. There's curfews, restrictions and everything because of COVID. So it's not really ideal because you can't really travel anywhere, but I love it. I've been in Japan total 8 years of my life. So yeah.
Oh my God. What got you to move to Japan?
Originally, my dad was military. So I was in college and still going to college and I was living with him. So when he was like, oh, I got orders to Japan. I was like, okay, well, guess I'm going to Japan then. Yeah.
And since then, you've just been there. Have you traveled outside of Japan too, or where have you been?
Oh, yeah. I've been to Thailand multiple times, Taiwan, Bali, Cambodia, Vietnam. So, yeah.
I've never been to anywhere towards Asia. I've just been to Europe. So this is actually very fascinating for me too. What is your favorite city that you visited in Japan, or if you've traveled around?
My favorite city in Japan, probably Kyoto. There's Kyoto, so it's so vastly different. You have the city, which is subways, people bustling, shopping, and then you just go 20 minutes outside and it's literally ancient Japan. So I love how you can have both.
That is amazing. One thing I'd like to ask you is, what is the most interesting thing, because you are known for someone who posts interesting things on TikTok. So what is the most, out of everything that you've seen, what's the most interesting thing that you've seen in Japan?
How awkward can I make this? Is my
very
first
awkward.
You can buy used women's underwear in vending machines.
Really?
Yeah. I haven't recorded it because I found it a long time ago before I had a good quality phone for video. So I was just oh, this is awkward, and took a picture. But now I'm I have to go back and find it, but it's in Tokyo and I can't go to Tokyo right now. So yeah.
I would not expect that.
Yeah.
They have a lot of other vending machines too, which you even I believe one of your videos showed that there's a vending machine in the park, a Starbucks that you would see every so often, or how is it?
They're pretty much everywhere. You turn a corner and there's a vending machine. In the most random places, there's vending machines. And so as long as you have change, you can get a drink. Yeah. It's so strange. It's everywhere.
So now I'm going to move on to your social media accounts. So basically Twitch and TikTok. Tell me about your journey on how you got started.
Wow. So I started gaming way, way back, forever ago. I would say, I don't know how old you are, but you're probably Sims, the original Sims. That was my first game on a computer with no internet. So of course I played it for hours. And ever since then, I've just kind of continued gaming, GameCube, Nintendo DS, Game Boy Advance SP, all of them. And eventually, I wish I would have started streaming back in 2011 when I was playing League of Legends. Of course, I regret it now. But this year, 2020, I finally decided to just go for it and start streaming, and it's been great. Yeah, so I just decided to make a Twitch, and I was modeling in Japan, so I had my old Instagram account that I just kind of were hey guys, I'm streaming now, come check it out. And then TikTok came around, and TikTok, it still is hard, finding your groove on TikTok and trying to get those viral videos and convert traffic. So, I started with Japan content, and I love it. And I still continue and want to continue doing it. But again, COVID lockdown, can't do as much as I want. So I'm kind of doing my gaming stuff for now. I hope that made sense.
It did. So you've gone from 0 up to, I believe, almost 1,000 on Twitch and yes, over 44,000 on TikTok. What goes through your mind when you see those numbers?
Well, Twitch is kind of crazy because all of that happened in a matter of like 4 to 5 months, which people are like, that's insane growth. But then again, you look at other people who have been doing it around the same time as me, and they've had the exact same growth. I think TikTok has allowed Twitch streamers to grow very quickly, which is amazing. It's awesome. TikTok, I was struggling on TikTok for a long time. Like I remade accounts, posted content, took content down because I just could not find what worked. And then I was like, I'm not taking anything down. So I posted some videos of like gaming stuff, skits, and they were doing okay. And then I put that gum video up about Japan, and I only had like maybe 1,000 views for like a couple days. And then one morning I woke up and it was just like, what the? And I had like 30,000 people, and I was like, wait, what? Like that one video. And I was like, oh man, it's not even gaming content. I'm famous for Japan now, which is it's not bad at all. I love it. And everyone's so sweet and supportive, and they've come to Twitch and said hi, but they're like, I want to see more Japan. And I feel so bad that I can't give them that right now. So yeah, but it was just the number, like everyone's like, oh, when you get that one video, you're going to feel it. And I was just like, wait, what? Little old me?
And now that you're known as the person who shows interesting stuff in Japan, and you also show a lot of your gaming clips, what do you hope ends up being the outcome of your TikTok account?
Ooh, well, for me, TikTok is all about notoriety and creating that viral content to get people to notice me, but then bringing them over to Instagram, Discord, Twitch to start building the community. So it's not just, oh, I like her videos. They kind of get to know me as a person. And I'm not just like this one dimensional, I'm going to show you interesting things in Japan. Oh, I'm going to show you cosplay, or I'm going to show you I play Among Us. No, it's more about building a community and a bond with them. So TikTok is the first step for me. And then it's bringing those people over to other platforms to kind of show them who I am. And eventually I'd love to become a partner on Twitch. I want to build like this whole brand thing, especially with women in gaming. It's more heard of now, but it's still like this huge struggle. And I would long-term love to do like makeup brand deals for freckles, because not a lot of like makeup companies like have freckled makeup. They have foundation, but it's like, why are you going to hide them? So that's one of my long-term dream goals.
That's amazing. I love that. So as a gamer, would the term be a girl gamer, or what would the proper term be? I'm not a gamer.
No, you're good. I mean, we're still called girl gamers or female gamers. I think the goal is just to be called a gamer. Like, why do I have to be singled out as a girl gamer when I've been gaming forever? You don't call them guy gamers. But right now, you still have to talk about it because it's still there and people are still singling women or females out. So I think once we can be like, we can game, we're not just here to look good. We actually have skill. We're entertaining. Then we can start just being called gamers.
Hopefully that will happen like in the near future.
Fingers crossed.
I love that you answered my question without me even having to ask it. I was going along the lines of how hard it is, but you understood.
Yeah.
Going back to TikTok, what's one comment that you would say from any one of your comments that stood out to you?
A lot of them actually stand out. I think it would have to be one recently when I talked about how I was shifting my content and how I would not be able to share so much Japan. And I really hope people will like my gaming stuff. And I understand like if you don't want to follow me anymore or you don't like it. And one person was like, we're here for you as a person, not for what you post. And I was like, oh, that like hit me so hard because I was like, oh my God, that's like the goal is to just be there for people and know that they are not alone. That's kind of like my community with gaming is not feeling alone. I mean, especially now in COVID, but even before, like gaming was a way for people to escape the hardships and like depression, anxiety. And I just want to be there for people when they need someone to talk to, which is quite a lot actually. And it can be very overwhelming. But if one person, says something like that, you're like, okay, everything's worth it.
That's true. I love that. I've seen on your TikTok account that you play Among Us, you play Warzone and
Phasmophobia.
Phasmophobia. Okay, yes. Out of the three of them, which one is your favorite?
It kind of depends. Okay, so I also play Sims. I just haven't posted any Sims content yet, but I like Among Us for the community and like friendship playing because it's more fun to play with your friends. You have laughs, but I like Warzone when I'm feeling stressed and I want to kick butt. So it's a toss up between those two, Among Us and Warzone.
How about Phasmophobia, right?
Phasmophobia.
I am so sorry about that.
It's okay.
When I saw the clips on your TikTok of you playing Phasmophobia, like it made me a bit paranoid or anxious. I'm guessing the word is anxious. How do you play that?
For me, Phasmophobia is a game that I have to be in the mood to play for because it's very slow paced. So you're only seeing like those little like 5-minute areas of like, oh my God, oh my God. And every other time it's just super slow, which it's fun and it's exciting and it's different. So that's why I play it. But I love horror and thriller things. So that's why I'm like, oh, this is right up my alley. Because I love feeling like on the edge of my seat, like, oh my God, what's going to happen next? Like, I love that. I guess anxious would be the right word. Like, oh my God, I love that feeling. It's weird. I know.
I mean, it reminds me of my best friend. I think it's adrenaline. She loves that adrenaline and just being, in her case scenario, haunted houses. But for me, I'm the total opposite. I'm like, anything related to horror, I'm staying away from it. Not even going to approach it at all. Like, no, nada.
Oh, no, you got to try it. You have to try it. It's a fun game.
So for Warzone, how many kills do you have to this date?
Oh my God. I would have to look that up. I don't know how many kills I have today off the top of my head, but I am raising my kill death ratio. I'm almost at a full 1. So yeah. Goals, which is it's not really that good, but it's good for me because it's the first person shooter game I've ever played, and I've only been playing maybe 6-7 months. So for me, that's good, but for others, it's like, oh, you're not even positive yet. I think I have like 40 or 50 wins around there though, so I'm good. I'm proud.
And how many hours do you spend playing games, like these video games?
Oh, I plead the fifth on that one. It depends. I try to play as much as I can, especially for content. Work gets in the way, life gets in the way. And I always tell people you have to spend more time creating content than actually playing the games when you're starting out. So I would say maybe 4 or 5 hours every other day right now. I wish it could be more, but you have to create content off stream before you can just play games for 6 hours a day.
That is true. And how do you balance everything with work and your social life and TikTok, content creating, everything? How do you balance it?
I have no social life, if I'm being quite honest. My social life consists of Discord messages and talking with my chat on stream. Work is kind of good because I can schedule things around it. I work from home right now with COVID. Everyone works from home. So that's kind of nice that I can just stay behind my computer all day and work in between things. But I would say most of my time right now is spent behind a computer between editing, branding, all that fun stuff. I'm going through a rebrand right now. So I was talking to my graphic designer this morning for a couple hours. That was fun. I wish I had more time to like work out. I used to work out a lot. So it is very hard finding that balance. I haven't found it perfectly yet, but I'm getting there.
It takes time. And with that, hopefully you will get there.
I hope.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Yes.
I have one last question. If you could play with any streamer on Twitch, who would you want to play with, against, or with or against, either or?
If I could play with anyone, it would be a group of people. So I'm sure like Pokimane, Corpse, Sakuno, and Valkyrie, they all play Among Us. I would want to play Among Us with them.
Yes.
Like that would be goals because they just look like they have so much fun playing. And I'm like, oh, one day I'll play with them.
You can manifest it.
I do every day. I'm just like, it's going to happen. They're going to see me and they're going to be like, let's play with her.
If that does happen, I will be bringing you on the show again just to like hear about that whole experience.
Deal.
Okay. So those are all the questions I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. And if any of the listeners want to follow you, where can they find you?
So the easiest way, if you just go through my TikTok, I'm Brylee W_. Twitch is the same. Instagram is Brylee.W_. But my Twitch has like a link to everything. So it's probably easiest there to find me, and any other social media platforms as well. Or just ask me on TikTok. I'm pretty easy to get a hold of. I'm not like one of those people that doesn't reply to TikTok comments, I try my best. So
that's amazing. Thank you so much again. I really appreciate it.
oh my, thank you so much.
If you want to check out Brylee's content, you can find her on her social media platforms at BryleeW_ on TikTok and Twitch, and Brylee.W_ on Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to this podcast, as we'll continue to have some amazing guests on the show. Also, if you haven't yet, check out our bio to follow Pop Talk with Farah on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Thank you for listening. Take care and stay safe.